we are an excellent example of how the cooperation can be very positive. Actually, what we have is an increase of more than 50% in our trade since we joined the initiative until now. We have a zero debt with China. Well, Uruguay was the first Latin American and Caribbean country to express its willingness to be part of the Belt and Road Initiative in 2016, when the initiative was very young. And we used to sign the MOU with China in 2018. And of course, we were the first Mercosur country to stand and say we want to be part of the Belt and Road Initiative for many reasons, but especially because we share the principles that inspired this initiative, and that they have a very important component on the promotion of free trade. Uruguay is a defender of free trade at the multilateral level, especially at the WTO, and we share this principle with China that we need to continue to make efforts to ensure a freer trade around the world. But we also are convinced that we need to have more conversations on free trade and improve connectivity between Latin America and Mercosur and China. And of course, at the bilateral level, we have been making a lot of efforts in order to have a dialogue on free trade with China. And we have completed recently a joint feasibility study for a possible free trade agreement. So free trade is an area that we have such a common view and understanding with China that we always thought that the Belt and Road could be an excellent platform to promote more exchanges in this field, as well as in many others, because the Belt and Road Initiative includes many other aspects like investment in infrastructure, like improving connectivity, mutual understanding, cultural exchanges, digital cooperation, green projects, all music to our ears, because Uruguay and the Uruguayan government of President Lacalle Pou is absolutely committed to promote more cooperation in all those fields with China and with the rest of the Belt and Road countries. And this year, you said, is special because of the 10th anniversary. It's also the 35th anniversary of our diplomatic relations. So we are working very actively in promoting more cooperation and understanding to make this year a very special year for the bilateral relations. We are an excellent example of how the cooperation can be very positive. Actually, what we have is an increase of more than 50% in our trade since we joined the initiative until now. We have a zero debt with China, so we are an example that we can join initiatives and we can participate from our own, contributing with our own principles. And of course, we have tried to bring to the initiative all the positive aspects of Uruguay. Uruguay is a very stable country with a very serious political system that wants to cooperate with countries that are different, but with which we can have a very positive and healthy relationship. So by all means, what we have seen during the course of these years are very positive examples of cooperation. Probably the most important one, which is that we finalize a feasibility joint study for a possible free trade agreement. And this is very serious, and this is of course under the umbrella of the Belt and Road. But if you ask me to express an example on building something together in the field of strategic infrastructure, let me say that Uruguay has received some of the most important foreign investments in history in order to develop and increase our production of pulp mill for the paper industry around the world, and mainly for China's paper industry. And for that big development of this forestry-related industry, we needed to improve the connectivity of the energy in Uruguay. And the energy sector is very important in Uruguay. We are the second country in the world in production of clean energy, only after Denmark. And we have this fantastic clean energy, but we needed to have a better connectivity of the energy system in the country. And we had an international call for proposals to make a very important project in the country, and it's a Chinese company that, of course, in the context of the Belt and Road, decided to be part of this project. And according to our regulations, they are doing a fantastic job in the country. We are very happy with the progress made, and probably this is the most important infrastructure project that we're having in the country nowadays, and it's hand in hand with a Chinese company. So this is an example of a beautiful project that we can underline. But if we move also to the people-to-people exchanges, let me say that hundreds of sportmen and women from Uruguay, since we joined the Belt and Road Initiative, have been here in the most sophisticated and professional training bases of China, getting a much higher level in their own levels of expertise in sports. So our soccer girls have been playing in China because you have a very good level in women's soccer. Our basketball teams have been here. Our rowing sportsmen and women have been here. And of course the ping pong people that they came to this incredible mecca of ping pong in the planet. So a lot of sportsmen and women of Uruguay of the highest levels have been, under the generosity of the Belt and Road Initiative, have been coming to China to improve, and we have seen the very good results in the international competition. So Belt and Road is about free trade for Uruguay, but it's about key support in developing our own infrastructures and our own clean energy agenda, and also it's supporting people-to-people exchanges. More cultural exchanges are happening between the two countries. More students from Uruguay are coming with scholarships to China, and more sportmen and women. And the Uruguayan soccer team, the young one that just won the World Cup, is going to come to China in some months. And of course, we can also include this project under the Belt and Road Initiative because it's the inspiration that we want to bring the best of our people to be shared with our Chinese friends.